So it is no secret that Call of Duty in recent years hasn't really been seen in the most positive light for avid COD players, with COD Vanguard literally being like a couple of months away from being released and witnessing the pre-alpha release at the exclusively for PS4 or PS players. It looks like it's not really getting any better, and as an avid COD player, someone that's been playing the franchise for some time now, for a couple of years actually, it's very hard to be to even be optimistic for what's to come. Looking at the snippets of the gameplay that was shown from various streamers and YouTubers that I watch, I didn't really get to watch as much, but I did watch snippets on here on Twitch, and it just seemed like it just seemed like another replica of COD, Cold War and Modern Warfare, to be honest. It looked really slow, really janky, really heavy, and you assume maybe because it's a pre-alpha and that might be the case, but as we all know from recent years with Call of Duty, usually what they show in the pre-alpha is what we usually get when it's released, and then they just patch shit up with updates and all that. So most often or not, that's basically what the final product is going to come out looking at once it is released come November. And I assume you can't really change a lot, in just 2 months. So it looks like we're just in for another year of slow camping ass, gameplay, and just a horrible experience. That's what, Black Ops Cold War was, and I wouldn't even say even Modern Warfare. I honestly don't even, it's kind of hard to really just put your faith in Call of Duty now, or developers of, whether they're being Treyarch, Activision, or, Sledgehammer, because usually everyone already has, produced a pretty shitter game, let's be honest. And it's gotten so to the point that's so bad that, here I am, back playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 here in 2021, which is pretty fucking crazy. And it's actually a pretty funny thing, because considering I used to hate Call of Duty Black Ops 4 because I literally thought it was the most camp infested, just people sitting in corners, and the shitty specialists just made things even more, janky and just completely stupid. And honestly, now considering how we got two new titles after this, and you kind of realized, or actually no, I believe we got 3, right? I kind of lost track of that, but the moral of the story is the new games that came out after Black Ops 4 were just complete disasters. Modern Warfare was completely horrible. Everyone was just camping in fucking corners, putting claymores in doorways. It was just unplayable for people like myself, people that are rushers and don't want to follow you just gotta adapt fucking mindset. Like, I ain't adapting to shit. I want to play a game to enjoy myself and rush and use weird ass weapons and have a good time, not play tactically just because these losers or these boring ass people just want to sit in fucking corners. I'm not going to adapt and change my playstyle just because they want to be boring ass cunts. I'm just not going to do it. So I never adapted, as you would imagine. And then Black Ops Cold War came out, and boy, that game sucked ass. It was even worse than Modern Warfare. Like, I couldn't even believe they could have made a worse game than that, but it was. Sure, you're able to move around and do more shit like that, but it was just completely lifeless. Like, I think it died instantly, and I found myself going back to playing Black Ops 4, as you can see here. And it was funny because when Black Ops 4 came out, I absolutely hated it. I actually had a post that my hatred for this game went to the extreme that I even went onto my Instagram and posted a video where I post saying how much I hated this fucking game. And then here I am, 3 years later, and I'm back here playing Black Ops 4 because it's the only game that I'm actually having fun, where I can rush and try different types of weapons, because everybody in these newer CODs are just so stuck in the meta using the 4 or the 2 broken ass guns and just play so tactically, like they think like their lives are in danger, and it's just really annoying and exhausting to even play. And I even tried to make footage for Cold War, like Black Ops Cold War, but for some reason, I guess my file got corrupted or something, and I needed to reinstall it. And the moment I installed it and reinstalled it to my hard drive, it just gave me the same issue saying that my file was corrupted, and I couldn't download it again. So I was like, oh, okay, then I guess that's it. That's it for Cold Snore. That I'm not gonna fucking play anymore, and that's fine because I grinded the season pass. I think it was the season 4 or 3. I can't remember which season it was, but I actually tried to grind it, and the whole time I was doing that, I absolutely hated my fucking existence, man. That game is just so frustrating to the point that it not only is it filled with fucking campers, but the matchmaking, man. The matchmaking on Modern Snorefan and Cold Snore was completely cranked up to the max. Like, it's crazy just how clueless these developers are when it comes to creating an enjoyable experience for people that have been playing their fucking franchise for years. Like, the last time I've ever enjoyed a decent boots on the ground game was Black Ops 2, and that shit was released years ago. And yeah, sure, I don't believe skill-based matchmaking was introduced in that title. And maybe it was, but it wasn't even that noticeable because you'll get destroyed. Don't get me wrong. When you first pick up a game, you will get destroyed. You will get fucking killed and cream pied all over the place. And that's just the nature of picking up a first-person shooter. You will first suck. But the more you start playing and the more you start to really get knowledge of what type of perks are good for you, the type of playstyle that you want to play, you learn the map designs and the layouts, you change your routes, you use guns with different attachments, you start to really adapt and really learn how to play the game, and you start to get better. And usually in old titles, they reward you for getting better. You're able to now literally read where your opponents were going. You have complete map knowledge of where to go, and you're able to really just have fun and enjoy the game using any type of guns because matchmaking, the skill-based matchmaking, wasn't so cranked up and it didn't work against you, which I think was completely stupid that they decided, you know what, let's make matchmaking to punish our players for getting better at the game. Like, that makes no fucking sense whatsoever to me, and I'm sure to every other average person that is above average. I'm not saying I'm the best player, but I am fairly above average when it comes to playing first-person shooters. And just to see that I'm getting punished for getting better at your game, it just really kind of feels like I'm getting dick slapped. Like, oh, you're getting good at the game? Okay, well, here, and let me put you in a lobby full with other fucking people that took the time to get good at the game. And the only sad part is that some of these people are just so paranoid already with just the way how things are with matchmaking that they're just use the same old 2 weapons and just make the whole experience completely unenjoyable. And it's crazy, and I feel like that's where this COD Vanguard is really heading, in that same direction, where I'm sure matchmaking is going to be just the same, if not more, than it was in Cold Snore, and it's another boots in the ground franchise game. It's going to be a pretty rough year, to say the least. It's hard to get excited. I kind of don't even feel as enthusiastic. I don't have any desire of even trying to play it at launch. I just might end up watching a few YouTubers play it just so I can get a feel and see if it's even worth picking up, because at this point it's kind of hard to put your faith on Activision or Treyarch or whoever's in charge of making Vanguard. It's not it's hard to really just be optimistic for what's come. And it's so strange how things have changed in such a matter of years that they haven't been able to release a single good title since I guess since Black Ops 3. It's crazy. But anyways, guys, you guys let me know if you are going to be picking up Vanguard. I know it's not going to be released until 3 months from now, but for me personally, it's looking pretty bleak, pretty dark. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope that I am wrong in saying that. I hope they prove me wrong. But you know, from what we've been seeing, it doesn't seem like it. But anyway, that was my rant for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you agree with it, you know, give it a like. If not, it's fine. It's open opinion. It's just my take, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.